Ready, I'm ready. Dungeon!
And Dragons. We are ACT Enterprises, and I'm Alex.
I'm Timothy.
And I'm Connor.
Today we're going to be going over the spells in the Player's Handbook, the new edition of the Player's Handbook. And with that being said, we're each going to do one at a time. Tim, would you like to go first?
Yes, thank you, man. I really would like to go first. So my spell that I'm doing first is sleep. So basically, this is what it does. Sleep. That's what it does. And so its range is 90 feet. It has a duration of 1 minute, and just basically it's just like the name entails it. It just puts them to sleep. So and its radius is 20 feet. So we've even set out like this diagram here. The D4 in the middle is the center point. That's where you would cast it. All these dice around, this is just a whole entire radius of how much it would affect it. So, Connor, you want to do next?
Yeah. I'm gonna do. I gotta explain animal shapes. Animal shapes allows any willing creatures in range of 30 feet to basically be turned into a creature that is 30 feet, that is larger, smaller, and the duration of it is up to 24 hours with concentration. I think that's it. Alex, would you like to explain yours?
I think I would. I chose fly, and that is anyone where like you have to be able to touch them like this. And then they have the ability to fly for at a 60 feet speed, and you have to have concentration up to 10 minutes. And that's just about it on fly. So, Tim.
Alright, so my next spell is Fireball. So its range is 150 feet, and its effect is 8d6 plus 8d6 fire damage. Its radius is the same thing as the sleep spell. Its duration is just instantaneous. And basically, this is just what it does. So if you cast a fireball like right in the middle of these 4 guys, you have a chance to kill all 4 of them depending on their HP. So that's basically it for fireball. Connor, you go next. You ready?
Would you like to go next? Yes, would you?
Yes.
Okay.
Blur. Blur is basically a spell that you can only cast on yourself. Basically your body's blurred, so say this person wants to attack her. Well, she uses blur, which gives her it gives this guy a disadvantage on attacking, unless he does not rely on sight. But a disadvantage is basically, you should know this by now, but I'm going to re-explain it. Basically, a disadvantage is when you throw two d20 and pick the lower number. And anyway, Alex, you want to explain yours?
I think I would. I chose Bark Skin, which is where it's another touch attack, and that's anyone that you touch that is willing. You have to have a handful of bark, oak bark to be exact, and you touch them. They're pretty much their entire body becomes hard, like rough and hard as bark, like all of their skin, and they get an AC, an armor class of 16. Or they cannot have it lower, no matter what armor they have. So, what would you like to talk about?
You know, man, I really appreciate that, man. So my next spell is Magic Missile. Its range is just 120 feet. Its duration is just instantaneous. So basically, the gist of what it is just 3 missiles. It's like you just cast it. It's 3 missiles of just magical force that just always hit something, and the damage is 1d4 plus 1 force damage. to its target. So that's about it for magic missile. Connor?
Yes.
Talk.
I say animal messenger is my next one, where it has a range up to 30 feet. Basically, a tiny creature can relay a message of up to 25 words to someone who you have set the description to and the location where you can find them. If they do not find them, you don't get the message across, basically. And the duration is up to 24 hours. Yeah, that's it about the spell. Alex, would you like to explain yours?
I would like to explain bless. And that bless is, it's centered on you, and it goes 30 feet around you. And anyone within 30 feet, like say she casts bless, she can pick 3 creatures, and those 3 creatures get a they get to roll a D4 to any saving throw they have to make. Like say the dragon breathes fire on them, and they have to make a save to like get away from the fire. Well, they get to roll a D4 plus their usual saving throws. So they get a bonus to it, and then it also counts for you. Like they just go like, "Wah, ninjas, wah." So that's just about everything on bless. Tim, talk.
Okay, man.
Talk.
Dude, you don't have to do this to me every single time, man. So my next spell is to spell magic, right? So basically, what happens is if like, let's take this dwarf, for example, and then let's take this girl right here. So let's say that the dwarf is, well, actually first, this is the teammate of the dwarf. So the teammate of the dwarf is like standing like right there, right? So let's say like that the dwarf is like charging at the girl. The girl casts a spell to.
Why are you being so mean to that girl?
So the girl casts a spell to like make him turn on his own teammates. If he uses this spell magic, if the spell that she uses is 3rd level or lower, it ceases. But if it's 4th level or higher, they have to do a 10 plus spell levels. So let's say that it was like level 6, it would add 10 to it, so that would make it 16. That's the DC.
No, you can't control me.
All right. So and then the range for it is 120 feet. The duration is instantaneous, and that's basically what the spell magic is. It doesn't have any damage effect or anything. It makes magic cease. So, Connor, do you have any more? Did you want to explain?
Yeah, I want to explain my last one, Cure Wounds. Basically, its range is basically touch, where you just touch the guy, and wounds are healed. And I actually feel your heart pumping right now, which actually is kind of creepy. Yeah, it actually is going that fast. Not healthy. Basically, you basically regain 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability of HP, and the duration of this effect is instantaneous. Yeah, I think that's it on me. So, Alex, would you like to do the last one?
Remember, you got the zappity zaps. Okay, so I would like to do Awaken, which is where you have your plant. Let's say this is a plant. Or, yeah, your plant. Or, you know, Beauty and the Beast, all the talking little creature, all the talking little, like the clock and all the plates, the bowls, the cups, all those, they're all talking. Well, this is your spell for that. So you cast it, it has to be a touch to a willing creature. And you touch them, like, see I touch the table, and I'm casting it. All of a sudden, the table starts, like, moving, and you can control any, like, it is your friend. And it speaks one language that you already can speak, and that you like, tell it, this is what you speak. You speak Draconic. Well, now you have a Draconic speaking walking table. and this lasts forever. But once the spell ends, and once the spell ends, it's free from your tasks, unless it wants to stay with you. If you've treated it well, then the dungeon master will tell you that it will stay with you. If you haven't treated it well, like you've been hurting it, then it will leave, and it will stay this way forever. Like you'll just have a walking around draconic speaking table forever. Now, Connor, would you like to explain the Zappity Zap Zap?
I kind of don't understand the Zappy Zap Zap.
Well, this was ACT Enterprises, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
What's it supposed to?